Welcome to the Bonito Lab training video on isolating Mortierellaceae Part 3. I'm Julian Lieber. This video is going to focus on isolating visible growing fungi from our previous videos. Prepare the biosafety cabinet for use by opening the sash, clearing any objects such as markers, and spraying the surface with ethanol and allowing it to evaporate. I use this hood because it has a burner, but do not use it for actively sporulating cultures or for cultures full of soil. Turn on the burner to your preferred settings. I like to use the foot pedal to avoid touching the device during operation. Turn on the gas valve and sterilize a spatula and/or a scalpel. Remove the non-sterilized tools from the tool rest. Now you need to cut out cutlets. You can do this on individual small plates or on large plates with 4 at a time. Using large plates means that you need to be checking every day to ensure that the fungi do not overgrow into other sample spaces. Draw quadrants on the plate, then determine how to label it. For a soil sprinkle plate, each colony gets its own number, prefixed by the soil name. In this case, I use just the last number of the soil name, M for MEA, and 123 for colonies. Annotate the plate with the media, date, and full soil prefix if you didn't use it for each sector. For transferring, flame a wire, needle, or whichever tool you want. Take parafoam off the plate that you're transferring from. Pick the colony off using your choice tool. Then transfer to a cutlet. Flame your tool again after use, shaking agar bits off in an ethanol jar if you use a spatula or a scalpel. I'll show you again here closer. Carefully take the hyphae at the colony edge, avoiding the soil particles. All you need is a small piece from the plate or only fungal tissue. Mark on the side of the plate to ensure that the sectors line up with the cutlets. Cut parafoam, I like to do slight diagonals to get a little bit longer wrap around the plate. Seal the plates with the parafilm, trying to wrap around twice. Finally, flame again any instruments that you used. Then spray down the hood with ethanol. It may also be helpful to turn the UV light on after you finish. After 2 to 3 days, you are likely to see growth on the top plate as indicated by the arrows. You can try to ID the hyphae using guidance from the Part 2 video. Get out 60mm plates to transfer the colonies to, preferably non-antibiotic MEA or PDA half with yeast extract. Close the bag securely after you are done. Flame a tool, then place it on the tool rest. Wipe off any water which may be on the plate lid prior to writing on it. Label your plates ahead of time with an informative sample name, media type, date, and your name. Remove the parafilm from your plate. Use the tool to remove a piece from the visible colony and transfer to a new plate. Using the reflection from the lights may make the hyphae easier to see. Do this with the remaining colonies. Seal up all your plates with parafilm, ideally wrapping around twice with no gaps. Next, we're going to look at the chitin baiting plates. Under the dissecting scope, you can see hyphae and sporangiophores on the chitin piece. Add some 10% bleach to a vial. I do this at the sink and wear lab coat and gloves. If you spill any bleach, make sure to clean it up before you are done. Using forceps wipe down with ethanol, take the chitin piece from the plate, then place it in the vial with the bleach. Set a timer for 1 minute. When the timer is up, remove the chitin piece from the bleach. Rinse it with water. Non-sterile double distilled water is okay for this because we have to do it in open air. Place on a petri dish. This also does not need to be sterile. In the hood, sterilize forceps and a spatula. Heat the whole spatula blade to be glowing at some point because much of it will be in contact with the agar. Retrieve a 60mm plate without antibiotics, MEA or PDA half with yeast extract. Open the plate, then cut and remove a cutlet and place it on the lid. Rinse the chitin piece with sterile water over a reservoir, such as a beaker or flask. Then place it into the cutlet. Label your plate. I use an S to indicate that this came from a shrimp piece. Seal the plates with paraffin. Follow up with later transfers as needed.